Welcome, YouTubers. This is YouTuber on the Pot coming to you live from the Porcelain Throne. All right, today we're going to talk about what you should have behind your walls if you're a rally trap and solo trap. Right now, I'm logged into my main account, my rally account, and I'm going to go over the setup that I have, and it's worked for me. Like I said, I started this account when I was a solo trap. I'm not going to go into real deep detail and show you exactly the counts I have for my hospitals and my training grounds, but what I am going to tell you is a little bit about what you should have behind your wall that when you're building up. A big thing is starting out as a solo trap. With the solo trap, your main concern is healing your troops and taking multiple hits from a single person. So when I first started, I built a lot of hospitals because I wanted to make sure when I had my tier 3 troops and tier 1 troops that when I get hit by someone that they would only wound my tier 1 troops and that I could turn around and instantly heal those tier 1 troops before I get hit. Or I would heal the troops, I would unshield, and I would get hit again. And that's the biggest thing is being able to take a hit over and over as a solo trap. Now, when I started getting more and more troops in my base, then I found out that the hospitals I had were starting to be limited. I was only, I think I got up to like around 700,000 beds. And when I started getting to over like 100 million power, they started rallying me. They didn't want to solo hit me anymore. And when I would get rallied, I would lose millions of troops. The hospitals just weren't protecting all my troops. And because I had mostly hospitals and not training grounds, when I was rebuilding my troops, it would take forever to rebuild. So I started tearing down my hospitals that weren't tier 21. And I started building more training grounds so I could build troops faster than I did before. And when I started doing that, I was able to make like 150,000 troops just like that. And so that's a huge difference that you want to think. If you're going to become a rally trap, don't waste so much time building a bunch of hospitals to level 21 and then tear them down later. So evenly build it. You definitely want those. At least what I like about the hospitals, especially at level 21, is the boost they give you. You're not going to get, like, look at here. At level 21, I get 5% troop health. You don't get that extra boost until you get to level 21 for the troop health. So it's not worth it on the boost unless you could get the hospitals to level 21. If you're not going to build your hospitals to level 21, then I wouldn't worry about the extra boosts that you get from the hospitals because you'll never get that unless you get to level 21. But you definitely, as a solo trap, I would go for max your hospitals out. Get a lot of beds in there. And then another big thing for traps is the radar station. You want to upgrade that radar station as quick as you can because that's going to help you know what you got coming, who's attacking you, and what are they coming at you with. You want to know how many troops they're sending, what troops they're sending. So your radar station is a huge thing to build up. So max that out as quick as you can. Another big thing is your embassy. Let me pause just for a second here. Okay, the biggest thing is with your embassy is being able to get reinforcements from your teammates. You could see here every level you get more and more troop capacity. And if you get to level 21 in your defense, your embassy, you get an extra 10% defense bonuses for all your reinforcements. So that's huge for those people. So your embassy, you definitely want your embassy in your behind your walls, because you need people to back you up. Solo trap, a rally trap, it's always nice to be able to get reinforcements. Okay, here we are. The next thing I would say is your prison. You definitely want a prison. And the reason I say about your prison is you get boosts with your prison. You get, here you could see here, look at the different boosts you get when you have people sitting in your prison. So the different levels, the higher the level the commander is, the more attack you get. So if you go around and your people are hitting you and you're capturing, level 20 commanders, level 40 commanders, things like that, you're getting extra attack boosts, which helps when you're going to kill a lot more people when they're hitting you. So if you take a hit and you like swallow that solo hit and take their commander, I mean, this is just going to help boost you in attacking and killing more people, and that's what you want to do. All right, let's take a look at the next thing here. Now, the next thing is the training grounds. And you probably see that I'm pausing the video and then jumping to the next thing. It's because I got a lot of people who want to burn my base, and I don't want them to know the exact troop count and exactly what I have behind my walls right now. I don't want them to use that against me. I want to get hit. So that's something as a trap. You want people to hit you, and if everyone knows what you have, then they're not going to want to hit you. So I'm keeping it, try to keep it quiet. So training grounds. Training grounds is a huge thing. It gives you a lot of boosts. Of course, the more training grounds you have, the more troops you could build at a time. But if you see here, level 21, I get 10% defense bonus. So for all my troops, I get an additional 10%. So if you think about this, if you have 5 of these, that's 50% troop defense bonus you get for all your troops. That really adds up. That makes a huge difference. And it's not even just level 21. If you got, like here, at level 5, you get 1%. Level 15, you get 3%. So even if you're going to be a solo trap, at least get to your bases to level 15. You get 3% defense bonuses for each one you have. So that really adds up if you have a bunch of them. So, think about that when you're building your hospitals and your training grounds. Your hospitals, you got to get all the way to level 21 before you get boosts. On your training grounds, you could get to level 15, get 3% defense bonus for every training ground. That adds up. All right, let's go to the next step here. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is your wall. What should you have inside your wall? There's a lot of debate. Some people are like, it's not worth it to have traps. But I beg to differ. I think when you're a solo trap, especially at the beginning, when you're limited on troops, you definitely want that wall defense. That really is going to help out. But my recommendation is don't build anything other than tier 3 traps. The reason I say that is when you're building your troops, if you have tier 3 traps, before those ever burn, you're going to have to lose all your tier 1 and tier 2 troops. They will die way before your tier 3 traps die. So I don't bother with tier 1 and tier 2 traps because they're going to burn fast. So it takes a long time to build traps. So don't build any traps other than tier 3 traps. That way they don't get burned every time you get hit. But one thing I do recommend, like you see here, I have 125,000 traps. If you say you got hit and you lost 25,000 traps, but you don't have enough time to build 25,000 tier 3 traps, then what I would do is take your sandbags and max out all what you have left into sandbags. The reason is when you get attacked, they'll take out those sandbags quick, but they were cheap. But that's going to save some of your troops from getting killed. So always max out your defense, even if it's only sandbags. Those will they'll burn, but you'll save some troops. Okay? And they're not going to do anything other than just taking hits. That's it. I would say that's like your tier 1 wall. Your meat shield for your traps would be your sandbags. Just let them burn. They're cheap to build, but they'll take hits. Alright, just let's go to the next thing here. Alright, we're going to cut this short here soon. Another thing behind my wall is my warehouse. I remove the warehouse. You don't need a warehouse because when the only time you're going to lose resources is if you're burning. And, you know, your warehouse, it's like when you get to HQ 21 where you have a 21 warehouse, you know, you get hit, that 2 million of resources that it saves you is nothing. So it gets to the point where you could use that for another hospital, use it for another training ground. Another thing is if you don't ever plan to help people in rallies, then get rid of your war room. If you're only going to take hits, you're never going to send troops to help people, then you don't need a war room. Now, if you're going to ever push to HQ 21, you need those to get to your HQ 21. But if you're fine, like at level 15, being a solo trap, and that's what you want to do, get rid of your war room. Don't help anyone. Just take hits. But have an embassy. Let them help you because you're built to take hits, not to make hits. So keep that embassy. Let them back you up. But you don't need that war room. Don't back them up. Let them do their job. You take hits. That's your job. So I would get rid of the warehouse. Get rid of the war room. You know, if you don't plan to trade, I don't know. I kept my trading. I kept my trading post just because I want to be able to collect resources and send resources to my farms, just so I could. Right now, you can see I have over 300 million almost in each resource. If I'm going to take a hit, I need to get rid of that. So if I'm not using it, I need to dump that into my farm and put a shield up and protect that so a later date I could use it. So I keep my trading post. You know, if you have any more questions about what you should have in your HQ as a trap account, just leave a comment. I'll answer it as soon as I can. I hope I didn't forget anything. And right now this video was just dedicated to the buildings. I'll be coming out with more videos regarding the troops, about what to do when you're taking a hit, and how to defend yourself and what you need to do. I'll have more videos like that coming out, and I promise you guys I will get some videos out of me taking rallies. I know I got a lot of people asking me about when am I going to come out with videos for that I take rallies, and I will soon. I just want to go over the basics to prepare yourself before you take hits. Thanks YouTubers for watching this video. Rock on, live another day. Peace.